Hey, we're back. It's been a while, but we're back. This time we're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, released in 2010, was it? Or no, 2011, sorry, by, you know, Activision, the evil corporation of the year. So there's no obstacle course this time. We just get right into it. So
if one sigh wasn't enough, I think I've got another one.
Your world as you knew it is gone. How far will you go to bring it back? Shepard created a war, but only we knew the truth. Nikolai, we've got to get Soap out of here. Yeah, I know a place.
And the multiplayer was a buggy, broken mess. But, you know, fans still defended it, and I'm here to ask why.
Well, it's a Call of Duty game. Why wouldn't they defend it?
It has such hammy writing and everything.
Well, we'll get into that when we get into that. It should be a...
We'll get into that in Modern Warfare 4.
So, anyone who's either played Modern Warfare 2 or watched the LP of it, or, you know, follows the game series themselves by actually subjecting themselves to the torture of playing it, knows that we are starting right where we left off. In fact, we have just finished a helicopter ride after the final boss battle of Modern Warfare 2.
We use the term boss battle very loosely here.
Hence the pause and the weird connotation, I guess.
You were air quotation marking, weren't you?
I was, actually.
We can't see you.
I know, which is why I tried to make it as obvious as possible.
Oh, who smeared Soap's face with raspberry jam? That's just rude. He's injured. That's not gonna help, that's just gonna get ants everywhere. Oh, get it, it's clever! World War 3!
What's the sit rep on New York? The Russian jamming rigs have neutralized our air support. As long as they maintain air dominance, it's a losing fight. We cannot lose New York. Are there any special mission units in the area we can request?
JSOC's got a Delta Force team at Bennett Field. Call sign Metal.
Overlord, Metal 01 is up on Greenside.
This is Sandman. Understand we are OPCON to you. Over.
Glad to have you in our corner, Sandman. The Russians are using electronic countermeasures to jam our comms and guidance systems. The primary emission tower is on top of the stock exchange. I need your team to destroy it. The jammer's full spectrum, so until it's down, you'll have no radio contact. I have ground assets to get you close. Over.
Copy all. We'll get it done.
Let me start over for those of you who may not have been listening to the uncut audio. We are in New York. Welcome to New York. And the Russians, they've moved in, but they're being very rowdy roommates. So we have to calm them down a little bit here.
Let's just say they don't like Broadway.
Also,
Broadway is in New York, isn't it?
yeah,
you terrible.
Yeah, Broadway's in New York.
Okay.
Yep. That.
I'm not making a fool of myself. It's okay.
Don't worry, I made enough of my fool of myself last time because I can't even name standard American government buildings.
Surprised you remember that. Also,
I
welcome
remember
to one of the new items. Or items?
Yeah, it's
one of the new attachments.
One of the new attachments. It's the hybrid sight. It combines the fantastic nature of the holographic sight with the usefulness of an ACOG sight, kind of.
Except twice as awful, because as you can see, you have no field of vision.
No, you don't, and it's very distracting, and the zoom isn't really that good either. So it's kind of like jack of all trades, master of none at all, ever. You're better stuck.
Really,
You're better off sticking with the red dot or the ACOG, whichever you fucking feel like.
If I'm correct in remembering Modern Warfare 3, the other part of this, not the ACOG but the red dot sight, it's actually zoomed in less than a normal red dot.
Oh.
So it's actually really useless.
Oh. You
So
learn
it's
something
like,
new every
you can't
day.
see long range targets.
So,
Or something like that.
to get into the gameplay, we're walking down a street in New York. Fancy that. We're shooting Russians. You know, as if Modern Warfare 2 didn't have enough of that. But, Modern Warfare 3, as I said, was released in 2011. It was a joint effort, for once, between Infinity Ward. This is after Zampella and West have been in their contract tiff with Activision, and subsequently either fired or quit. I can't remember which. I don't really care. But that's Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games, and Raven Software, who you might know us from such hacks as Singularity and Wolfenstein, the remake, not the original.
So that's why people like to defend this game, because they're like, oh, if it would have been just Infinity Ward back in their prime, it would have been perfect. And because it was like 3 companies, it's a garbled Frankenstein mess. But
The only
I'm
thing,
pretty sure it's
the only thing that the other 2 companies besides Infinity Ward had to do with the game was the multiplayer. One was working on DLC, the other one was, I think, still working on DLC or maps or something to that effect.
So, can I ask you, Python?
What's your question?
Are we all a great big part of it? New York, New York.
I guess you could say that.
Oh,
So,
I promised myself I wouldn't make any more song references.
So, as I have stated in the OP, this is still going for 100% Intel items, even though it gets you nothing in the long run besides a nice fancy achievement saying, hey, you got some Intel. Good job.
Yeah. Remember when video games had a point to collecting little bits of things and stuff?
When useless things
You know,
weren't
like
exactly useless.
Yeah, you get like a big head mode or something. Or
Yeah.
the golden gun. So
Yeah, those were fun times. I never
it's all
actually,
about
as a kid,
achievements.
I'm gonna disclose something here. As a kid, I was never one to collect anything, so I never got to experience any of those things. It was just,
Oh, I've got heaps of OCD rhythm through my veins, so you know I had to collect everything.
but yeah. So our target right now is the New York Stock Exchange. This obviously is not it, but we are fairly close. I don't know how many people actually paid any attention to the opening cinematic for this mission, but the Russians have set up a jammer on top of the New York Stock Exchange that we have to take out. Also, I would like to note that this 9-banger thing never shows up ever again. Just, you know.
What exactly did it do?
It's a flashbang that flashes 9 times. Aren't you impressed?
Oh, that's... I guess it's useful for blinding them permanently now, I guess?
I don't really know what the point is. Perhaps someone better versed in military technology could tell me, but I mean, to me it seems like a flashbang would do the job just fine.
Talking about military technology, you're gonna get the government on, Casey. Chucked in American jail.
That's okay. So, another new weapon for Modern Warfare 3 is the, I believe this is the XM25. It's a, airburst grenade launcher. You can set it, well, I don't know if you can in single player, but in multiplayer you can actually set it so that it blows up mid-air at a certain point. It's pretty neat, if you can use it.
Yeah, and I've never used it. God, it's too much to do.
It's an...
Crazy. I just like my shooting games to be point and click. I don't need all this extra setting air burst points and.
Well, I guess it's something for the micromanagers, I guess. I don't really know. It's a neat weapon. It's pretty much a gimmick unless you just use it for the grenade launcher part, and then it's a grenade launcher. Woo.
Basically Thumper from Black Ops quality. Oh,
Kind of,
where
except
was the first bit?
Hmm?
Where was the first bit of intel? I don't know.
in the it was in the apartment with the helicopter smashed through the wall. Yeah, it was the room directly across from the helicopter.
They're dug in. Frost, get on the XM-25.
So yeah, this level is your basic introduction in lieu of the obstacle course from 1 and 2. It serves the same purpose, but I guess it's less downtime. They wanted to get you right into the fucking action, man. They needed you right in there because this is Modern Warfare 3, damn it, and you cannot forget that.
Well, how else am I gonna get my military FPS boner? I don't get it from playing goddamn training missions.
Obviously not. I mean,
So,
I hate to say this, but it makes sense from a story standpoint, you know, because Russians are invading. Who has time to train their soldiers? Also, we're Delta Force operators. We are already trained to the best of the best. But, regardless.
because America?
Because America.
Because America! I love America.
Another
Anyway,
problem
you
is...
may notice...
Sorry.
Maybe a lot... You may notice maybe a little bit more disdain in my voice and hate than Modern Warfare 2. And there's a specific reason for that. I really just don't like this game.
To be honest, I don't either. Whereas, I liked Modern Warfare 2. I liked it for what it was. It was a decent game with a junky action story, but you know, it was still okay. It was there. It was a thing I could get into. But this is just kind of what? Another, and I was gonna say before, but another problem with this game is the hit scan is a little off. Like, you could be aiming directly at someone and still miss them, which wasn't a problem in, I don't think, many of the other games. Not even like the Black Ops games.
Are we talking single player or multiplayer?
Single.
Okay, right. I honestly didn't notice or care. I just knocked the single player out as quickly as I could and then moved on to the multiplayer.
Spoken like a true COD fan.
Actually, spoken like a true COD fan would be, I avoided the single player completely
Yeah.
because I wanted to get to the multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
But,
Jelly. Jelly's strong.
well, in this game, it's less jelly and more just 2D paint. It's like splattering your face with red paint instead.
Maybe they realized that everyone was calling it jelly and they're like, you know, fuck you guys, it's paint now. Like MS Paint.
So, yep. We are very near the end of the mission, thankfully. In a game full of boring missions, this is probably the most boring. So, at least we have something to look forward to. I mean, depends on what your definition of looking forward to is.
What exactly do I have to look forward to here?
Oh, you know. And I can't really say much without saying, like, too much, you know.
Oh, okay, you gotta be in the know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's one of those things.
You'll have to remind me after this video's over, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've done everything in your power to not just forget this game and everything it stood for.
Pretty damn much, yeah. I believe I've drank a lot of alcohol.
Aren't you glad I'm the one playing?
I'm drunk alcohol right now. I mean, I should have.
Also, in case this game it wasn't metal enough for you, we're using thermite to take the damn thing down. Not like conventional explosive. No, thermite.
I have no idea what thermite is. Do they create an awesome explosion?
It's the hottest burning substance known to man, as far as I'm aware. I could be misremembering, but you know.
FA3 getting all science on my ass.
pretty much. Or so they would like you to believe. Also, that's the last intel item in the level. So no more of that unnecessary nonsense.
Excellent. So, yeah, this game is just a mess of browns and greys and just shooting people to me. That's all
Pretty much.
all I really remember about this. That was not as impressive an explosion as I was expecting.
Eh.
Oh, now that's kind of impressive. Spark shooting out the bottom.
Hooray! We have rescued radio operations in New York. So now everyone's panicking, and it's still useless. Well done.
The day has been saved.
Yup. This is what I was talking about, where the hit scan is a little off, because you can see I'm aiming directly at them, and I know that Modern Warfare, the games are not sophisticated enough to program in bullet drop.
Yeah, no, they really aren't. Leave that for Battlefield.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I complained earlier about them trying to make my video games complicated.
Well, you know. I guess you're one of those guys who just wants everything.
Oh, if I could have everything, I'd be quite happy.
Then again, having everything sounds like a pretty neat idea.
Depends on everything, though, because everything will be a bit cluttered.
True. I don't know why that chugged so badly there. I apologize, but it happens every time I try to record this part specifically, so I mean, sorry.
Trying to do an awesome slow motion jump and just couldn't handle it. It was too awesome.
I guess so. You know.
It was too America. Was that just an American flag inside that building?
I don't know. I was not looking. Sorry.
Oh god. It's too patriotic for me. I can't handle it.
Also, in case the rail shooter section from the second game's first mission wasn't enough for you, now we're on a helicopter on a rail shooter.
Well, at least the minigun is a lot more like a minigun now. It's actually firing straight instead of in circles.
Yes, exactly. Instead of aiming around the reticle, you can actually aim through the reticle, which makes so much more sense.
In both real life and video game logic.
Yeah.
If only this game had like realistic physics where you could destroy buildings. Just tear down buildings in New York and blow up cranes and stuff.
Alright, pay attention to how much damage this chopper can take, because I'm pretty sure according to the other choppers I've already knocked down out of the sky during this section, this thing should probably already be down as well. I mean, look at it. It's just soaking up the damage. Soaking up the damage.
Maybe it's a scripted helicopter, so it's meant to be destroyed only when you destroy it. I actually think it is kind of...
It is. It's definitely scripted. Because watch. The Infinity Ward couldn't have you missing this bit of action. Oh my!
Shooting at through a building, that's pro.
Nope.
Oh,
absolutely had to have all of this. Absolutely.
Oh, that coffee cup. I know it was an oil drum, but it looks so much like a coffee cup.
Scripted events, how you are so unnecessary.
Oh good. Lucky while the whole thing was, you know, going into a death spiral, you still managed to get on the gun somehow.
I know, right? We're still a super soldier. We're just a different super soldier.
It's Captain America.
Excellent. So, see you next time.
Oh, see you next time.